Hi students, today I'm going to tell you how to write an analytical paragraph. Well, CBSE has introduced a new writing skill this year. In place of 10 marks story writing, it is writing an analytical paragraph on the basis of the given map, chart, report or line graph etc. And it needs to be written in 100 to 120 words. Basically, this analytical paragraph is based on data interpretation. Well, data refers to the facts and figures collected on the basis of a survey or analysis. And interpretation means explaining the collected data on the basis of your understanding. So, for writing an analytical paragraph, data will be given to you in form of graphical representation, which could be a table, a pie chart, a line graph or a report. So, you just need to make sense out of the graphical data and other forms of it. Now, before beginning to write an analytical paragraph, remember the process of analyzing the charts or maps given. Generally, those charts and maps act as a visual input to depict data. So, it's necessary to follow a process for analyzing the given visual input. First of all, what to look for in the given chart? You need to find what kind of data is shown for line or bar chart. For example, look at this chart. The axis is the line on the left hand side, the up and down line, and the line on the bottom of it, the left and right line. Usually, the up and down axis is the number of something. For example, how many rupees or what percentage of people. And the bottom line is usually time. Not always, but usually time on line graph like this. Moreover, it can also represent year or some other activities etc. And if you have a table, then you can ask what kind of column or rows. It means that what kind of data is shown by columns and rows. So, after analyzing the data, you can write that the graph shows how the populations of India and China have changed since 2000 and how they will change in the future. Next, you need to see the units of measurement. For example, amount, percentage, etc. Is it in million or is it in thousands? In the given line graph, the population is given in billions. So you can write that in year 2000, there were more people living in China than in India. And moreover, you can also write the number of Chinese were 1.25 billion, while India's population was about 1 billion. Next you need to see is how many groups are being compared, whether there are 3 countries, 2 countries, or how many different categories of people are there. So for that you need to see this line graph. Over here, the comparison has been drawn between 2 countries, that is India and China. Next is, does it show any change over times, or is there any growth or change etc. So you need to analyze this line graph again and you need to check whether there are any changes in terms of the population of these 2 countries. So after analyzing it properly and understanding it, you can write that yes, between 2000 and 2010, there has been a 0.2 billion rise in the number of Indian citizens. And moreover, at the same period, China's population has increased by 0.1 billion to reach over 1.35 billion. So these facts, or you can say these facts and figures, you can just see after reading this line graph And it's not that exactly you need to state the figure, it's just an analysis. So on the basis of that, you can write these lines while writing the analytical paragraph. Next, you need to see which time period has been given in the graph. It could be present, past, or future. So accordingly, you will frame your sentences. If it were in past, then past tense in grammar will be used. If it were in future, then future tense will be used. So different sentence structure and various verb tenses will be used according to the time period given. So if you'll analyze this line graph, you'll see that the time period between 2000 and 2050 has been given. So all the three tenses will be used while writing the paragraph. Next is the journal trend in the graph. Do you see it increasing or do you see it decreasing? So you need to notice journal trends. Well, according to this line graph, we can easily see that the population in India will increase more quickly than in China. And by 2030, both countries will have the same population of about 1.45 billion. Next is, are there any large differences between the countries or the group? So if you'll notice this line graph, you'll see that over the 50 years, India is going to experience steady growth in its population and it will overtake China. So whatever difference or similarity you notice while going through the line graph, you will write in your paragraph. Also remember that in written reports, we don't normally describe statistics using exact numbers, as this can be very boring and distracting for the reader. Instead, we use approximation to round numbers up or down. You can use words and phrases like just over 35,000, approximately or roughly 35,000, or about 35,000, around 200% more. So exact statistics you don't need to state. Instead, on the basis of your analysis, you can just state the statistics or the number or amount or percentage. You may also get a visual input in form of a map. So for that, you need to follow the process of analysis which I have told you. Over here in this map, two islands have been shown before and after the development. So over here, first of all, you look for the data shown. So you can write both maps display an island and before and after it was developed for tourism. Next you need to see is the unit of measurement. So accordingly, you'll just check over here it is meter. So you will write the island is approximately 250 meters long. So it is purely your approximation. You don't need to state the exact statistics. Next, whatever changes you notice, you will write it. So you can see there are certain palm trees dotted around the island. So you can write that also. And moreover, you can also write about the beach, the direction in which the beach is. So you can write it is surrounded by ocean and has a beach to the west. So whatever you see in this map or the island, you will write it in your analytical paragraph. Next, you need to see the number of groups being compared. Over here, the comparison has been drawn between two islands. Basically, it is the same island, but it is before and after its development. So before it was, there was very less construction, but after a few years you can see a lot of construction has been done. So whatever changes you see in terms of construction, you can write it. So for example, over the years the island was completely transformed with the addition of a hotel, and then you can write the eastern part of the island appears to have been left underdeveloped or undeveloped just because there is less vegetation over there and there is no construction over there. So you can write that. Moreover, whatever you notice, the noticeable changes or noticeable additions. For example, we've got 6 buildings surrounding some trees, and we also have 9 buildings constructed in the center of the island. So accordingly, you will write it, and you will also see what time period has been shown in this map. So on the basis of that, so before there was no building, and now there are a lot of buildings on this island. So accordingly, you will frame the structure of your sentences, which will depend upon past tense and the present tense. Next, you need to see the differences between the two islands. So whatever differences, major differences you notice in terms of buildings, in terms of vegetation, so you will write accordingly. And in case there are any similarities, you can write that also. So this means that the visual input will be given to you. So you just need to check that data, you need to interpret that data, and on the basis of your understanding, you'll be writing this analytical paragraph. So before writing an analytical paragraph, you need to learn how to analyze the given visual inputs. The visual inputs will be given to you in form of line graph, bar graph, maps, charts, tables, etc. It's you who need to make sense out of the given data. So if you'll follow all these steps, and if you look for all these informations which I have told you, you will not miss on any kind of point, and easily you'll be able to write the paragraph. Just follow the sequence and write accordingly. So analyzing things accurately and quickly is very important. So solution is to focus on your weak areas and practice it. If you have trouble with analysis, then practice analyzing. Just like athletes who always practice their problem area. So this was all about the process of writing an analytical paragraph. I hope you all have understood it well.